Did you ever wonder why America is sometimes called Columbia? The name sounds poetic, almost mythical, but it's got a secret history, one that goes all the way back to 1738. Let's jump back in time for a minute. Picture it. London, the heart of the British Empire. Back then, there were strict rules about what could be printed or even talked about outside the halls of Parliament. Members weren't allowed to share what was said during those heated debates. But as you can imagine, people found clever ways to get around those rules. Writers and printers started using code names, secret stand-ins, so they could discuss topics that were technically off limits. And that's where Columbia comes in. Instead of writing the American colonies or the United States, they'd use Columbia as a sly nickname. It was like their own secret handshake. Why Columbia? Well, it's a tribute to Christopher Columbus, whose discovery of the Americas had already become legendary. The name carried a sense of adventure and new beginnings. It was mysterious, just distant enough from the real America to avoid the censors, but close enough that everyone in the know understood the reference. As the years rolled on, Columbia caught on outside those secretive newspaper columns. It popped up in poems, songs, and political speeches. The word became a kind of code for American identity itself, full of hope, possibility, and rebellion. And get this, Columbia wasn't just some hidden joke among Brits. When Americans started to define their own symbols, they loved the idea too. That's why you see it everywhere, from the District of Columbia to Columbia University, and even Columbia Pictures, the movie studio with the iconic woman holding a torch. In fact, commercial brands quickly realized the power of this name. Columbia started appearing on all sorts of logos, implying strength and history, but also a fresh, all-American spirit. So, next time you see that name on a map in a movie or even on your favorite sports team, remember it started as a clever code in a world where free speech wasn't so free. Columbia was a wink, a workaround, and eventually a powerful symbol for a new country finding its own voice. Pretty wild, right? Just goes to show how a single word can travel through history and take on a life of its own. Thanks for tuning in. And remember, sometimes the coolest stories are hiding in plain sight.